Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly focus for April the 1st through to the 7th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Let's turn to the cards, shall we? Give them a fast shuffle. I did clear them. And find out what they have to tell us for this week. Okay, our underlying energy, Pisces, is the Knight of Swords. There is an energy about us, a fire about us. We want to go forward. We feel the strength. We feel the confidence. We feel being alive, the zest, the zest. We feel the zest of life under this energy. We want to go forward. We see the path forward. We don't see anything blocking us going forward, or that it's very small, but we feel that we can just jump over any kind of problems or situations that come into play, that we don't even have to really deal with, and that we can go fast forward here in some way. Know that we are a night, we're full of energy, and we are prone to make mistakes because we're not thinking too much in advance, and we do need to think in advance. So be careful of this energy. It's great energy. It really gives us that fire dynamic, but we also want to be very careful that we are not aware of exactly where we are jumping into and what we are saying yes to and what we are saying no to. We have the King of Swords. Look at this. So the more I say it, the more they're telling me, no, Pisces really just has to go for it here. This is you. Now here's the king, okay? So put yourself in the king's position. You hold that sword in the first position. In other words, you are ready to use it if need be, because you are going forward. No one is stopping you. You are going to create the prosperity. You are going to create the abundance, and nothing is going to stand in your way. And if it stands in your way, you're going to completely remove it. Let it go. Leave it in your rear view mirror. Put some kind of completion ending on it. I don't think you're hesitating too much this week. You kind of have a strong focus towards clearing a path towards new beginnings, new starts. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. The way Milo was barking, the way Milo was acting, I had to act quickly. They are rescue dogs and they do have certain traits that I have to be very worried about when they come out. So that was one of those times. Everything's good now, huh, buddy? Everything's good? Yeah. Yeah. Catch your breath, huh? Clear your throat. Yes, okay. Go on now. Go lay down. Okay, so let's go to our next card, shall we? Oh my goodness. The Tower card appears for you. The Tower card is, it's about awakenings. It's about understanding where you can break through the glass ceiling. It's about where you can take it to the next level and beyond. It is that eureka moment. It is that epiphany that can move you forward if you grasp the opportunity, if you are aware of the opportunity, if you are looking for the opportunity to grow your prosperity, to grow your wealth, to grow your abundance, to grow maybe your relationships in a whole new way, your health, your well-being. We have the Lovers. So this could be, we are embracing a relationship, absolutely trying to grow it stronger, deeper. We are, exploring, what shared values we have and building upon them, or are strengthening the foundation in our lives in some way. Uh, it could be healing past wounds, definitely. It's about embracing. It's about embracing our unique gifts and talents and aligning our actions with our higher calling and really giving our life's purpose and passion in the process. Okay, let's go to work and career. We have the Three of Pentacles. Well, there's no shortcuts this week, I'll tell you that much. It's about showing up. It's about one brushstroke at a time. As we create our tomorrows, as we create our path forward, as we hone our talents, our abilities, and take in our learning experiences and taking away the wisdom, the knowledge that we take from each situation, each event. I see this card so often as the solid brick wall it once was. And that we show up and it's one brushstroke at a time, and it's the consistency that pays off. And allowing our imaginations to flow, to stretch our dreams and what can become, and to see the potential each and every day. To put highlights where there were no highlights, to bring the portrait alive. Now, we haven't painted the bottom yet. We don't have the pathway there yet, but we are doing the work that is needed. Now, this is also a card that represents somebody watching. Okay, so even if you feel like no one is watching, it's important right now this week to really put our best foot forward in everything we do, to do our best, because there are people taking notes, there are people paying attention, there are people watching. So you want to be present in what you are doing and giving it your best attempts. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is looking at different scenarios and how it may work out in our lives, how we can go forward with the strength, how we can create the most. You know, what path would have the best potential to reach our dreams, reach our goals, celebrate the successes that we can imagine only in our minds right now. We sit there and we look out into the horizon, into our tomorrow, and and I mean, it's a clear path, and we are putting things in, we are taking things out, we're seeing how it intertwines with other parts of our life. Can we go with the flow? Will there be a lot of disruption? What will be the challenges? How can we diversify? How we can expand here, there, everywhere? And eventually we'll move over to the second one. We'll ask even more questions, or this could be a completely different path. Maybe we're at a forks in a row and we have two different job offers, or two different ways that we can go. And we're weighing out the pros and cons. We're looking forward to see the potential of the opportunity, of the experience, of the adventure. And eventually we'll move over to the third one and make some sort of conclusion or decision, but it's only through thought. It's only through playing it through in your mind, different scenarios, and really seeing what is comfortable, but also what is doable. Okay, maybe you don't have certain skills right now, but could you learn them on the job? Is there a small course you could take, or a workshop to give you the basics, of foundation? Maybe walking into the experience and learn as you go, kind of thing. We have the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor. What can we say about the Emperor? I mean, this is your week. This is your week to grow prosperity and abundance in your life. The Emperor shows up and says, let's make a plan and let's lay out a strategy. And let's roll up our sleeves and get to work and be consistent in showing up and looking at where we can expand, where we have to tweak, but realizing the dream, understanding the dream, envisioning the dream. And then not the wish and the hope and the desire, but rather the practicality of expectation that it's going to show up as you see it, or better. And that is the only two ways it can do it. So where do you want the growth? Where do you want the expansion of prosperity? What do you think are the best ways of going about it? Is it buying that lottery ticket? Is it going after that raise? Is it going for a promotion? Is it stepping into something that fills you with passion? How can you apply your unique gifts and talents to the situation? How can you align your actions to step into the passion, the dream, the desire? Okay, let's go over here. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. You know, I didn't want to say it because it feels like I'm telling everybody that. But yeah, there are new adventures and pathways opening up to each and every one of us on some level. For you, it looks like work and career, your stature in the community, growing your wealth. There is something better awaiting you. So, you know, we're not going to settle for less than, okay? That, I guess that's the important lesson to take away this week is it less than I desire? Is it less than I am deserving of? Is it less than? Because then we cannot settle for that any longer. This is where we go after the opportunity. We go for the best of the best because we know we are deserving. We know that we are worthy of the best of the best. Otherwise, we wouldn't even see it in our minds. Do what you know is right for you. So don't listen to other people right now. Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. Listen to your sage wisdom. That is going to lead you where you need to go. Okay. We've got time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. So, do we need a detox? Do we need a cleansing of our mind, our body, our spirit? Do we just need some downtime to just let tears flow? Or to get angry and let it all out? Do we need time to, is it a massage? Is it a sauna? Is it just relaxation? Is it where we really need to clean up our act and get on board with where we want to go and say, this is the day I don't do that anymore? Whether it's an eating addiction, or it is a lack of eating addiction, or it is a gambling addiction, or a substance addiction, or there's a million and one things that can interfere with us being our full potential and pulling us off our path. So it's a time to cleanse ourselves of those things that we know are really not healthy or good or wise for us to do and step into on a consistent basis, or any basis for that matter. Okay? And do what you want and then take action. Okay? Don't sit there and imagine it anymore. Time to take it out of the mind and start doing. What's going to happen when you start doing under this energy is you're going to hit a roadblock. You're going to hit something that doesn't allow you to go forward. You're going to hit that limitation that you didn't even know was there until you hit it. And you're going to remove it, because this is the beautiful energy right now that we are in, of leaving things in the rear view mirror, of moving past and through challenges, putting completion on things, endings on things, allowing in healing in our lives. We'll get one more card here. And we have material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. I did say buy a lottery ticket. So, just remember who told you to do that, okay? I'm just kidding, okay? That is not, go and spend $1 tops on a lottery ticket. You only need one ticket to win. So, don't go putting all your money on, the 00 at the casino or something. Do not do that, please. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. And I kind of got that the whole way through, is if you see it, if you perceive it, if you start to strategize a plan for it, it comes into being quite easily for you. And you manifest quite quickly that prosperity or abundance that you are trying to bring into your life. We'll go to love and relationships, and we have the star card, making the impossible possible, where you felt there was no way to go forward in the relationship, that there was no sense in putting in any extra energy, that it was all for nothing. Maybe you get this profound insight of how to connect, of how to bring that spark back into the relationship, of how to make it strong and beautiful again. Okay? Or maybe somebody is drawn towards you, okay, and awakens your desires, challenges you to explore the depths of your energy, your love. Okay? So it's about embracing this transformative power that we do have around us right now when it comes to love, when it comes to our desires. It's a time for understanding what shared values we have with each other, whether it's a friendship, platonic, romantic, it could be a spouse, it could be a best friend, it could be just somebody dear to our heart. But we're looking at that relationship and what values do we share? What do we have in common? What do we like to do? How can we be both more present within the relationship? How we can take this relationship to the next level or deeper? Is it all that we want, or can it be so much more? It's about strengthening those foundations that we have with the people in our lives already. It's about maybe even allowing some healing to come into a relationship. Maybe you're estranged right now from somebody over something that's happened, but they are very dear to your heart. Maybe this is the time when we allow some healing to come in and remove that scar tissue. Making the impossible possible. Yeah. You want to meet the person of your dreams, imagine them. Okay, who do they, and what kind of things do they have that you want to have in common with them? What kind of person are they? Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, you know, we could be throwing in the towel. We want to throw in the towel here on some relationships, I'm telling you. With this card coming out, we're exhausted. We're exhausted of always being there and showing up and being that person, and then they're nowhere to be found. They're not being helpful. They're not being supportive. They're not cheering us on. They're not, you know, maybe even looking at us with any kind of true love at the present time. There's a lack of respect or a lack of trust. And we could be seeing all these things within the relationship. We could be poking holes in the relationship where really there aren't any holes. We're almost, you know, creating in our mind by forcing ourselves to look at the bad in the relationship rather than how we can transform the relationship going forward. Now, that's not saying that every relationship is healthy and we should stay in them. Each person has their own individual journey, but at least know the reasons why and the underlying reasons why you've come to those decisions in your life. Okay, and it could be the healthiest, wisest thing you do for yourself, or it could just be that you just needed to just, you know, you were almost there to, you know, relationships are hard and we do have to fight for them. They're not easy peasy all the time. There's beautiful, wonderful moments that can't be created in any other way, and then there's those moments that we'd like to just bury. But when we just bury them and we don't address them, they become problems, right? We Anthills become molehills, become mountains. And there is this door of abundance. You know, if you've been dating for a while and it's just like, oh my gosh, if I have to go on one more date, I'm going to scream. This may be, you know, the time when you really want to just go on one more date, okay? It's that kind of energy. We'll get one more card here, and we've got the Six of Swords. It's time to go into uncharted territory with somebody that you love, somebody you hold dear to your heart. It's about, yeah, it's about casting out for bigger and better, more adventure, more opportunities, more ways to grow that relationship deeper, stronger, more ways to build that solid foundation within the relationship. It's a time to go and try maybe the unconventional, do something different, join a workshop of some sort together, or pick up a hobby or a sport together, or start a business together, whatever it might be. Okay, but there's some kind of going into uncharted territories based on your knowledge of the past and what you've gone through in the past, and taking a risk maybe on somebody to be your co-pilot on your adventure, on the opportunity. So this could be going to live somewhere for a month in a whole different culture or something like that, and inviting the significant other to come with you on the journey, or doing something for the first time that you never thought that you would do, but now you have this opportunity to go, and, you know, in 6 months time you get to climb the tallest mountain or swim in the biggest ocean, whatever it might be for you. But it's there's an openness to some kind of travel experience here, um, or at least traveling in a unique sense. We're not definitely, you know, crossing the shoreline, so to speak, but we are entering new territories that are unknown to us. So it's about the expansion as well as deepening the relationship, strengthening the relationship. There's some kind of expansion coming within at least one of your relationships. Let's get a card here. Okay. We've got, you deserve love. You are lovable. You deserve love. You are lovable. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are deserving. Know that you are enough. We will look now at your personal growth and how to strengthen yourself throughout this week. And we have the Five of Wands. Well, first of all, we have to play well with others. Okay? We have to allow other people to shine as well as shine ourselves. So when you are in the group experiences, do not try and take center stage. Let everybody else have their turn and then marvel them with your beauty and knowledge. We have the Ten of Swords, okay? You could be feeling a little beaten up, but I'm telling you, you are going to feel that sun hitting your face, the warmth hitting you. It's time to stand up. It's time to brush yourself off. It's time to face the new beginnings. You're going to love your new beginnings. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What we put our focus on is what grows in our life. So put the focus on where you want to go, what you want to experience, the exploration of how you want to utilize your gifts, your talents, your abilities, how you want to step into your passions, how you want to align your actions with your passions to serve your highest purpose. The Nine of Wands, we are considering a new path forward. Do we have what it takes? These are the questions we are asking ourselves. All the other wands standing behind us are tall and strong and have beautiful growth, but they all started the way the first one did. The one in our hand here, not the first one, but the next one. The next one in line. All the other ones started out the exact same way, but look at the paths you made them. Okay, they're beautiful. They're full of growth. They're full of wisdom. They're full of knowledge. And now you sit here with this new path in front of you, and you're wondering if you have what it takes to allow it to have the growth and the strength and grow it into the one it one day will be. So it is about thinking about how we're going forward, imagining it in our mind. I think we had the Three of Wands at some point in here too, telling us the exact same thing. We also have making the impossible possible. So leave nothing off the table when you are thinking of those things. Well, let's go over here and grab a couple of cards before we go. We have Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. This is not the first time I'm going to say this. This card has come out quite a few times, but you were sitting there and you were listening to me and you're like, Tilly, I would need a miracle for these things to happen the way you say they're going to happen in my life this week. And guess what? Here's the validation. Here is the validation of a miracle wanting to come into your life to change things, to move you in a new direction, to allow you to embrace your passions, your desires, your unique self, and go forward with the strength. We have the Dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. This has been a frequent flyer as well. Okay, don't get caught up in the dramas of life and whatnot. Really just have a positive attitude. Remember, where we focus is what we are creating. So where do you want to focus? On the positive parts in our life, of where we want to step, of where we want to grow, where we want to celebrate successes, grow our abundance, grow our prosperity. And I think it's a beautiful week for you to do just that. We've got competition, summon courage, and self-confidence. That could have been this card as well, because this can talk about, soft competitions coming in. Nothing like overly harsh or anything for the most part, but competition nonetheless. So summon courage and self-confidence. Believe in yourself and what you bring to the table. Believe that you are enough because you are. Okay, and grow that belief within yourself. So a little bit of self-love and illusion. Embrace the truth. Embrace the truth of the situation that you're in, how you can manifest it going forward. The truth about your true potential. Understand your worth. Understand your value. Understand that you are enough. Understand that this is your time to create prosperity and abundance in your life. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.